Hey guys, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Pocket. In today's video, I wanted to show you a very interesting deck build that I've been having an absolute blast with, and that is Arbok Greninja. I've named it the Ninja Trap. It's pretty solid. Essentially, if you've seen Arbok Pidgeot, the Pidgeot, I was loving that deck, but the Pidgeot always felt useless. By the time I got the Pidgeot on board, it was too late and the game was too far in and I wasn't really using the drive off that much. So I thought, why not just slap two Sabrinas in the deck instead and then use something else in that place? And the Froakie Greninja line is very similar to the Pidgeot. You have a one colorless cost on the Froakie, a one colorless cost on the Frogadier, and then the Greninja only has a 2 energy cost, but one is water. That is the one catch. Now, what does this do? This offers us a lot extra damage and versatility. The one problem is it does make us use 2 energies. Now, the problem with 2 energies is sometimes the game will give you like 7 waters in a row. I do hope they change it to alternate them. If they do, then multicolor decks would be much better. At the moment, it's just another layer of RNG you've got to deal with inside the game. Besides that, the one thing I do have here is the hand scope. The hand scope I would swap out for Giovanni, but on this account, I don't have any Giovanni. So I've been using that so I can identify when I get that card that would have been the Giovanni, would it help me out? To be fair, the scope is actually not a bad tech card. It really helps you set up your plays to understand what your opponent has and what you've got to prepare for. But the big thing on this one is the Arbok being 100 HP, allows you to live Starmie EX, allows you to live Pikachu EX, lock them in, and then revenge kill. Now, this is why you really want the Giovanni, because if you want to revenge kill the Starmie, you do need to do 130 damage, which will require that one Giovanni or having Greninja on board with the extra damage. But Pikachu EX, you can actually two hit that, and you can live the 90. Now, you are at the mercy of the enemies having Giovanni as well, so it is a bit scuffed. This is not the top meta deck. It's not really dominating against Pikachus and Starmies. You can beat them. I beat a fair few of them and Articuno decks, but this one actually has a pretty decent matchup against Mewtwo's and Charizards, which is where I enjoy it. If we come up against a Marowak deck, we just get stomped because Marowak needs 1 heads and Arbok's dead because of the elemental advantage. So unfortunately that is a thing, but let me know how you guys want to see these types of deck reviews, deck playthroughs. Whether you want me to play them live, I'm going to play this one live at the moment, or whether you want me to like record while I play them, get some good replays and show you guys that way. I'm happy to do it either way, but we'll just jump into this one as live first of all, because the problem is if we do it live and then we just get a bunch of like just real off metas or bricky hands, it's kind of like is what it is. But hopefully we don't get complete bricked hands, because unfortunately no matter how you build a deck in this one, except like and this is why Starmie and Pikachu is just so good, because they are just more efficient. They are still susceptible to brick, and any deck can brick, but especially when you have 3-stage evolutions, you do end up in more bricky situations than if you run those other decks. So honestly, not a too bad of a hand. Are we going first? We're going second. Okay. We got the Professor's Research. Basically comes down to what that lands. I hate it when I don't have an Arbok in hand in this one, because I do love making use of that Arbok. Okay, so once again, if we do have the Ekans and the Arbok, we could do some fun plays against these types of teams. Now, if he does the Misty, I'm just out, because Misty is the worst thing. I never get heads. Opponents always get like 15 heads. Thank you. Dude, I hate Misty. I hate Misty so much. She's always OP for the opponent and terrible for me. Okay, he's taking a look. Do you have a red card? So this looks like being the Articuno solo deck. So we might get just cheesed here if he does the red card. Yeah, there's the red card coming out. Unfortunately, that's not too great for us because we did have a good hand. I'd like the same hand, but without the potion. It would be nice. Pokeball, not too bad. Froakie. Okay, honestly, if we're going to get ourselves an Ekans on board, which is honestly not a bad start. So we're going to use our Pokeball. Go ahead and nab that Ekans. Now, hopefully we can draw into a Professor's Research and then really load up our hand. Otherwise, we're going to be kind of screwed. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put this on. We've got a Dark and then a Water. So we are going to use that Dark over there on the Ekans just in case another one does not come up. We're going to end our turn. Let's see how it goes. Lucky he didn't land that Misty. There's nothing worse than Articuno EX just hitting 3 heads on Misty and just destroying you turn 1. It's not reliable. I would never play it, but it's just frustrating. When I say I never played it, I'd never play the Articuno and then 18 trainers or items. Okay, honestly. Oh, wait, that's a Froakie, not a Frogadier. Oh, dude, no. No, we are super bricky here. We are super bricky. No. The only thing that'll save us is if he plays his other Articuno on the bench. If he plays his other Articuno on the bench, then we can trap it and then we might be able to do something. But otherwise, we're kind of boned in this one. We've been too slow on getting ramped up. If we had the X speed in there last turn, we might have been able to do something because we could have got the Arbok out and done the 60 damage straight up and then followed it up with another 60. But the Arbok will live. If he's going to red card me, I'm going to cry. I need my Arbok. Damn it. Damn it. I hate that. When he's got the combo, that's the one cool thing about that deck is it does have the combo. Okay, that's really bad for us. That's really bad for us. Okay. Okay, we did draw into the Arbok. We are going to use our Professor's Research, which is super handy to have. Okay, Pokeball, Greninja. Would have much preferred the Frogadier, but we're going to thin our deck here with the extra Ekans. And then we're going to hit that X speed up. And this is where a Giovanni would be so tops. Because a Giovanni would allow us to... Let's go ahead and Arbok it. The Giovanni would allow us to get the kill here. After we tapped in that 10 damage. But let's see how we go. How many cards we got left in deck? So we basically we need to draw a Frogadier or a Arbok, and we're pretty much good to go from there. Okay, honestly, we're pretty good unless he gets a Clutch Misty. Unless he gets a Clutch Misty, we're good because we can now switch to that other one and we can lock the other one in for 3 turns and it won't get any damage. So we pretty much, I think we pretty much win against this now. Because we'll just Sabrina him. Lock the other one in. Okay. Why he wants to do that, I don't really know. I'm trying to think of what the play is. Because if I just sack my Froakie, the Froakie does have the energy, but I shouldn't need that energy. So let's just sack the Froakie. The 10 on the bench doesn't matter. I don't know why that play was... His better play was getting the damage onto my Arbok. I really feel like the better play was getting the damage onto the Arbok, because that's the threat. Okay, unfortunately we get the other Greninja, which really bones, but let's go over here. And let's put the Sabrina out. So this just buys us time. Obviously he can Misty and really annoy us, but this is what I love about having decks that you fight against that have multiple EXs. Especially these types of ones and Charizard decks, because it lets you get, like, nab that EX that doesn't have the energies, and they just have to basically wait and try and load it up. Now, he could have double X speed, and then I'm in a bad situation. If his hand is double X speed and Giovanni, I just lose. If his hand is double X speed Giovanni, it's game over. There's nothing else we do. And if he's got that, I mean, grats. Oh, he's got 1 X speed and Giovanni, maybe. Okay, there's the X speed, okay. Oh wait, no, what am I talking about? He can't. I even forgot that I trapped him. This is the whole principle. He's gonna quit. It's the whole principle, once again. Oh, dude, I was getting ahead of myself. And that's the magic of the Arbok. He can't do anything about it. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. We get either an Arbok or a Frogadier here. There's no way we don't. Frogadier, scope. Let's just throw the scope out and see what he's got out of curiosity. He's got a Pokeball. That's useless to him. All right. So now we go ahead and we Frogadier. And then we slap this on you. Prepared for the next Arbok. Then we corner again. 60. Can't escape. He's going to come in. He's going to do the 40. And what we're going to do next turn is we're going to retreat our Arbok out. We're going to put our Ekans in. Unless we draw the other Arbok. We'll see what happens on our draw. That's going to be the important thing. Okay, that puts us in the situation where, yes, we are going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go the Greninja. And we are going to... What's he got? So I'm just thinking this through. I think there's no way we lose this. If we Shuriken swap and then go, we're fine. But to be fair, we can just Shuriken the back guy, kill the front one, and then we kill it with Greninja next turn. So yeah, we can just go Water Shuriken on the back one. And then next turn we do 80 damage. So even if he has the potion, which I think he's used 2. No, he's only used 1. So even the potion can't save him. So we can go ahead and slap that there. We do the corner. And even if he Sabrinas me, it doesn't matter because we just put in the Ekans as the sacrificial lamb and it's done. Yeah, this deck's cheesy. It's a deck I would never play where you just use all trainers. I mean, just put the Starmie line in there and you just win. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Articuno EX, but if you don't have the Starmie, it's definitely... It's nice, cheesy fun to have. Like, the way he used 2 scopes and then 2 red cards was pretty solid. Because both times I did have pretty decent hands when he red carded me. And I'm thinking about in my Charizard deck, after I was using the scope in this deck, I'm thinking about running 1 scope and one red card in that deck because they both have their purpose and it just makes it a little bit more reliable. Alright, alright, alright. So yeah, there was one way he could have actually beat us there, and that was if we didn't have the water energy coming up. Because we've got the water energy, we're pretty good. Also, Greninja does have the HP as well, so... I mean, he could Sabrina me into it, but we're pretty much fine here. Let's just do the water shuriken first up. Alright, then we do the Mist Slash. Happy days. Okay, there's one game. Let's do one more. We'll do one more. I was going to say, hopefully we get a Pikachu EX. I don't really want to because they'll just clap me that hard that it won't even be funny. Maybe a Starmie that doesn't get a God Hand would be nice. Or like a Mewtwo or a Charizard deck would be nice to show you. But I'm anticipating. I've been seeing so many Marowak decks. So it wouldn't surprise me if we got a Marowak deck come up right here. Let's see how we go. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We've got a nice loading screen. Alright, let's go, let's go. I do like going second if we get Ekans. Okay. I'll tell you what, if we draw into that Froakie, that'd be super nice. Okay, Charizard deck. Okay, and they don't have a great start. Like, if they had Moltres with a Charmander on the bench, you know, we'd be in trouble. But let's see what they got. But honestly, Moltres with Charmander on the bench isn't the worst. Often, like, if you can get into a Sabrina and they do Sabrina and Arbok and lock in that Charmander after they set up a couple energy, it's just really demoralizing. So let's use our research. I do want to get that. I really want to get the bench set up. Unfortunately, no, but that's okay. That's a good one. We do have double darks, so even if we do get the other Ekans, that's not the end of the world, but I would have rather an Arbok. Like, I would have rather, sorry, a Froakie so that I had something to do with all my evolutions. Let's take a look at the hand of the opponent. Like I said, sometimes this thing does come in clutch. Gives me an idea of the setup. So they have the Charizard, they do have Giovanni, and they do have the Sabrina. So that's stuff and they got the potion. So, and they got the XP. So these are all factors that you've got to consider that if your opponent has, it can impact the game. So they've got all the impacting cards. They got all the impacting cards. So let's just see how this goes. So if he does want to just literally energy Charmander up and use the attack and discard the energy, he can get the 2 kill. He ain't going to do that. To me, in this, you're either drawing something that's going to get you another card to play. Okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. I've got 2 X speeds. If I draw the Arbok, I can just switch and away I go. Okay, he drew the Charmeleon. He has the Charizard as well. There comes out the potion. Just keeping in mind, his Charizard, he does have the Giovanni, so he can actually get 80 damage out of this Charmeleon or the Charizard with the 3 energies. Unfortunately, we get another bricked draw, so we are drawing absolutely horribly, which is not helping our chances at all. We're fighting, and this is one of those ones where both players get a bad hand. It's like, we both got bad hands. He's probably going to draw his Moltres now, put it on the bench. Okay, there's the Pokeball. Surely we both roll into something good. Surely I get an Arbok or a Froakie or a Pokeball or a Professor's Research. So there's 2 of the items, plus 4. There's 6 cards I would like to get in the 10. Surely I can win that. Surely I can win it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we got an Arbok. Nice, 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 nice. That's really handy. We get to double up on the darks. Once again, if my Ekans there was a Froakie, it's game over already. That Pokeball hitting the 33% chance at the Ekans kind of sucked, because otherwise we would have been so set up. But let's just go ahead and corner it. The good thing about this situation is now that the Charizard cannot escape. We just need to literally draw into a Froakie next turn or an Arbok in the next 2 turns. Froakie has to come next turn so that we can evolve into the Frogadier. I mean, because Froakie's only 10, isn't it? Yeah, so we do need... We do need that. Okay, the other Arbok, perfect. Perfect, I'll take it. But I tell you what, we've had 4 Darks in a row. Once again, the energy situation can get kind of crazy. What I can do here is I can switch my Arboks, force him to use to burn the extra energy, and I might do that. The only reason I'm thinking is because if we don't do that, then he gets to start setting up his Charmander. And if he's got the Charmeleon and Charizard in hand, we're kind of boned. It's basically a coin flip on what he has. He's got 10 in deck. I'm going to guess he doesn't have Charmeleon and Charizard. So we're just going to go ahead and attack. We'll just lock him in. Has he used a potion yet? He's already used a potion, so that Charizard cannot live next turn. That Charizard is not going to live next turn. So that's pretty good for us. Listen, I'll take it. Bruh. Did not place energy. Did not use his energy. I would have at least put it on my Charmander. Bro, where's my Froakie, man? Where's my Froakie? There's a Pokeball, a Professor Oak, and 2 Froakies in there. There's 4 cards. 4 good cards in there. Dude, cannot get it to save my life. Alright, let's just do this. What's that on? Every time you relog in, like, I just log through because my internet speed's increased. I can delete the data or uninstall and then reload it, and I can log into different accounts and just keep doing my daily packs on different accounts. But every time you do it, it refreshes all the annoying stuff in the iPad or the Android, which is super frustrating. All right, there we go. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Let's see if we can get one more decent battle in here. Dude, I really wish they would let you save replays of battles so that you didn't have to do the waiting time. Even if, like, I record battles, like, you still have the waiting time of them. I wish you could, like, save replays, share them, watch them. Dude, that would be a huge feature for the game. Alright, let's do one more. Let's see how it goes. Alright, I reckon he's gonna have Pikachu EX and we're gonna get melted. That's my guess. That's my guess. Pikachu EX, we get melted. GGG's. No, I don't want to go first. No. And unless we roll, dude, unless we roll an Evo, we're gonna get far-fetched. Okay, we rolled the Evo. Good. All right, let's thin the deck. We've got a dead Pokeball in our deck, which we'll probably draw next turn. This is not really what you want to see, especially going... I mean, we do get to go second. We can evolve into the Frogadier. We can do 30 damage, and then we can KO on the next one. But what's this going to be with the Farfetch'd? Like, I've seen a couple Mewtwo's run the Farfetch'd, and then it's just more Rogue decks that run Farfetch'd. Not too sure. Oh, he's got the research. If we didn't draw that Frogadier... Oh, it's okay. Start me with it. Okay. Alright. I don't like our chances. Because Starmie's a hard matchup, especially if we don't have the, whatchamacallit, but, let's just see what we can cook. Yeah, honestly, not too bad. Let's just set up 2 Frogadiers. We do lose out to... What I'm going to do is, I'm going to have to do this. And now we're just relying on top decks. Now we're just relying on top decks. Which, you know, we're going to top deck another X-Speed into the dead Pokeball, into Sabrina. There's no chance we're drawing Professor Oaks or Greninjas or Arboks. It just doesn't happen from here. So I don't like our chances. Watch the retreat into Staryu, into Misty, double heads, into Starmie, into game. So I'm always terrified of that. Whenever I see Water Deck, I'm like, they're just going to Misty my face off. Let's see. He's thinking. He's thinking. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wait for the retreat and then the Misty. I bet you. Misty first. He'll do Misty first. What are we doing? What are we doing, sir? I don't think there's a way I can win this. I genuinely don't think there is a way I can win this. No, because my Frogadiers are low as well. Even if we... honestly, okay, if we draw Greninja... followed by... Okay, that was a bad move. That was a really bad move, in my opinion. That gives me a chance. That doesn't give me a chance. So, the reason that was a bad move, if I drew Greninja right there, then I've just got 80 damage straight into that Starmie, and Starmie's dead next turn. Like, that was the worst move they could have made. Unfortunately, we were a bit bricked, and there's nothing we're going to be able to do. Because even if I Sabrina, they send out the other Farfetch'd, then they... I'm going to play... Listen, this person's been making some questionable calls. I'm going to see if they're going to play the real questionable call, which would be send out the full health Farfetch'd. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. I'm curious. Because the play for me would be to do the 30 damage onto the Starmie. Then if I draw a Arbok, I can get the kill. But I'm going to anticipate they put the full health Farfetch'd out. I deal damage. They're going to then retreat the Farfetch'd out for Starmie. Oh, damn it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Oh, okay, okay. We just lose. We just lose. All right. That's game over. That's game over. You know, I could have played it safe. It would rely on us top decking Arbok. That would have been the only solution for us. But now we lose anyway. Honestly, unless we top deck Arbok and Greninja. Because we still have a Frogadier on the bench. So next up, we're going to sack our Ekans. But yeah, just drawing that many basics that you don't need at the start kind of hurts. GGG, sir. GGG. Dude, I was so hoping they'd put that Farfetch'd out and then play the retreat. Dude, and we top decked it. Okay, I lost the game by trying to bait them out. But. What we can do here is we can put the energy on the Ekans. We can get that extra 20 damage in. And then we can trap for game. If they don't have potions or whatchamacallits. So let's go bite. So next turn we put in Arbok after the Ekans get killed. And we can actually trap for game here. We can actually trap for game. Obviously, it depends on what they've got. And then we will be 100% bait to Sabrina. And we might lose to that Sabrina. Which we can't do anything about. Yeah, we're going to lose to Sabrina. Is pretty much the situation here. Unless we get a Greninja. How much HP does Greninja have? No, we still get KO'd by it. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, Arbok came too late. That one came earlier, and then we could have kept the Ekans healthy. It would have been good. But unfortunately, we are going to lose to that, to the Sabrina right here. But so let's say the Sabrinas were in their remaining 7 cards in their deck. That would have been huge. But the Sabrina's going to come out and they're going to win. I believe. The scope. Why are you playing the scope? Just play your Sabrina. Don't tell me you don't have a Sabrina. Don't tell me you don't have a Sabrina. He's got the Giovanni. Good game, sir. Good game, sir. And that's the one thing. Against these meta decks, you do have that clutch chance, but the Giovanni and the Sabrina both were win cards there, which were very risky for us to try and have. But there you go, guys. Unfortunately, we didn't get the W on the Starmie one. It came close, came kind of close. But yeah, that's the one thing that I do find to be troublesome about this meta, is that if you're not, like, when you're coming up against, if you're trying to do any unconventional decks, you can have ways around. Like, there's a few others. There's Sandslash. There's, who else is there? trying to think of all the 100 HP ones, but Sandslash is the other one that comes to mind straight away. There are some of those other stage 2s that you can chase around and that have 100 HP, but you are at mercy of that Giovanni. But anyway, that was a look at the deck. Once again, a deck I'm having a ton of fun with. Let me know how you guys want me to do these videos, whether you want me to record a bunch while I play and then show you some fun replays, or if you want me to do it live like this so you can see when I get clapped and I lose. But let me know what you think. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.